Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio, and this is making pages for my journal part 2. So if you saw my last video, you saw me coffee dye and writ dye my papers. I have printed papers that never, they printed, misprints, whatever, just sitting by my my printer, and decided I would use them along with some plain white paper, but they needed covering up of the words. It's an inkjet printer, and I thought it would just all bleed and disappear, but it did not. So I stained them, then I gel printed on them. Well, I gessoed and gel printed, and still have pages where you can see the words. Nobody wants to see my MRI brain with and without contrast details. From, I don't know, 2023, 22, I don't even remember when that was from, in my misprinted calendar page that says May on it. So now I have pulled out my Distress Oxides. The oxides cover better than the inks, so I mostly spray with the oxides. I have a random collection because I've never bought one at full price. I don't think I have. Always getting them when they go on clearance. And yes, I have a bunny face. That was actually a bright pink background with a white bunny on it. And the color left, but the black ink stayed. So, in case you ever wanted to know, the black on an inkjet, if it's left for several years, it stays. The color, not so much, but the black stays. So my goal for today is to cover up anything that still had, and I'm only doing that because I got it extra juicy. Like, now I'm going to have to do the back too because it went all the way through the back, and we don't want those weird splotches, right? So, anyway, my goal today is to cover up all the words on what's left of my papers. And yeah, so how are you today? I hope you're doing well. If you do want to see part 1, which has what inspired this whole project journey, it's going to be a journey. In the first place, it's at the beginning of the other video. So, yeah. And I am going for the lighter colors because that matches more of the digitals that I have. That, well, hopefully this will all work out. If not, it'll be eclectic. It'll be fun. I'm excited to start working on the stuff that goes in the journal besides the pages, now that I've got all the pages done. So I sprayed everything. There are still words and grid marks and different things showing. So I'm just going through a few of them there so you can see that the oxide sprays did cover up quite a bit, actually. But still, I have stuff that needs to be dealt with. So the next thing that I'm going to do is pull out some stencils, and we'll do some stenciling over the top, and hopefully that will cover up anything that needs to be covered. All right, so I've got a stack of papers that are good to go, and then stacks that you can still see the words. And yeah, I'm pulling out just some titanium white, and I have a few random stencils that I thought would be good to use. Oh, I also pulled out a little parchment too. I wasn't sure which would be better. I think I end up sticking with the white more because the distress oxides bleed into the paint, and affected anyway, so it's not going to be stark white as I thought. And just doing this little bit of sponging, I was kind of annoyed. I'm like, I have a lot of pages to do, so this is going to take me forever this way. I have a stencil brush. That's actually what it's called, is a stencil brush that I bought from Shannon Green. I don't know, does she still have a store? But I bought it from her. She bought them from China or somewhere. Not sure about the quality of it, but it works to stencil. So, yeah, I get tired of this really quick and shift to the stencil brush because that was just too much. Now, the stenciling might not be absolutely perfect, but for this purpose, I think it works good. What do you think? Just adding it around the edges on this one. I think there was header and footer printing on this page. That's what the deal was. And we just covered that up. This particular stencil I'm using, or that one was, can't remember the brand name. It was from Joann's. It was a paper stencil. So, yeah, you just leave the paint on it. This one is a Julie Faye Van Balzer design. I don't know the design. If I have it written down somewhere, I will link it below in case you're interested. But yeah, I have a binder full of stencils. I just grabbed ones that I thought would go with the theme, which is phenology chart and nature. So florally, I thought this looked kind of florally. What do you think? Florally, organic, circular sort of idea. I can still see words on there, but yeah, I really have to look hard. Plus, maybe I'll put, those pages will get pockets or tucks or something on there that's going to cover up. So if I still have words on there at this point, I will just put something on that page to cover it. Like a focal point, or I don't know what. I do plan on this journal being one that you have a lot of space to write in, but I still want to add lots of fun. I love interactive stuff like flips and tucks and tabs and all that good stuff. I decided on the Julie Faye Van Balzer one, the little flower section, like if you just stencil through that little flower, and I'm sorry it's down below the camera line. I think it looks good. A little flower on that page. I'll stick another one right here. Yeah, this brush is much faster than pointing or dabbing or whatever you want to call it. I can't say that it's, I don't know, more accurate or anything. I'm sure this stencil was a Michael stencil. It's really thin material. I didn't pull out any of my PM Artist Studio stencils. But I have seen Darcy's, I want to say flowers. They're not. They're greenery, like plants, stamps. I'm waiting. I'm hoping they will have a sale or something for Labor Day weekend. I don't know when this is coming out. This video might come out after Labor Day weekend, but I'm waiting for Labor Day weekend. Like, I missed the last sale they did. I don't know if it was a sale or like double points. You get points, and points go towards discounts. So, Yeah, I'm waiting for that. All right, so here is what I stenciled. I shortened it so you didn't have to watch. And I'm going to have to do stuff to the back of some of these because they look pretty bad. But they look nice, right? Think they'll make good pages? I hope so. I really like that circle and circle thing. So I have that, and I have all this other stuff. So I'm going to gather all of that up and let you see it all. And you can help me decide what to do. Okay, so now I have all my base papers ready. Like, these are the painted ones that had words on it, so I had to add more paint, sprays, whatever, to cover up the words. So they're quite painty and thick. And then these are my coffee and that teal writ dye pages. I mean, they had printing too, but if it wasn't too weird, I kept it in. And I also have some coffee dyed paper from a long time ago. That one's got a corner torn. So I'm going to add that to it. I have my digitals that I bought, the Tracy Fox Creative and Digital Fix pages to go in it. And I have my little contribution. And then, which is kind of bright, I guess, but I don't know, we'll fit it in. I also found this lined paper at Ross. Like, I think it kind of fits the color, right? So I'm going to include that. These are all 8.5 by 11, so I'll fold them in half. I will either tear or cut the edges so there's no white, because my printer doesn't print to the edge, it prints with borders. So, and that one's smaller. Some of these are smaller, so that one might end up I don't know, with white, or I don't know, I could coffee stain it, I guess. Anyway, the way I did these ones. Alright, so I have that and that and this. Oh, and I had bought, if I can find them, I'll link them in case you're interested. But I had bought some dyed paper on Etsy. They're kind of bright though. But I think maybe the blues, maybe these ones, and some peach that aren't too bright might make it into it too. This is a lot of freaking paper. This is a lot. Okay, that doesn't fit on there anymore. And I also on Etsy had bought some handmade paper, which I really like. I think it might be too stiff, like it might end up cracking. So maybe I'll make ephemera or something with these. But I think these colors would go. I mean, I bought them, I would say almost a year ago now, and still have them, so we might as well use them, right? So that is a lot of stinking paper. Like, if I take away these two, like, look at all this, if you can tell. Look at all that. I know it's probably not in focus at that distance, but so it's gonna make a lot of journals, I really think. But I need your help now. I need to know. I've never bought a journal handmade by somebody before. I've watched a lot of videos, but like, how many pages should I include? How many signatures should I make? how big should it be? I'm thinking I don't want it any bigger than 2 inches. Where's my ruler? Yeah, no bigger than 1.5 inches. Maybe even 1 inch. Well, maybe 1.5 inches. Probably 2 inches just seems kind of big. I mean, I do plan to put stuff in there, so I don't know. Help me, people. I need your opinion. I need to know what you think. How big should the spine be? How thick should it be? How big should the spine be? How many signatures would you think? Maybe 3? And how many pages per signature? Like, that will determine how many journals I make. And yeah, if they turn out decent, I'll sell them on my Etsy store. Yes, I have an Etsy store. There's nothing there. Well, this might end up... Well, I was thinking I might create a coffee shop and make that free if anybody's interested in it. Anyway, so give me your opinions. Let me know what you think. That's the most boring page to have on the front. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching and following along. I'm sure it's been over 22 minutes, even though I haven't edited any footage yet. So thank you, 22 Club, for sticking with me. I appreciate you. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Share it with your friends. If you know somebody who's a journal maker and you think they would be able to help me figure out what I should do, send it to them. Tell them I need their opinion. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.